97.3 Citi FM. Relevant radio, always.
The entrepreneurial spirit is better here and brighter here than anywhere else in the world. And see, look at you. See, look at your response. Your response, really? Really? Right? But it's the truth, right? Unstable times, unstable infrastructure create opportunity. Okay? There's two ways to look at a place like Accra or a place like Ghana in general, right? You can look at it as the infrastructure is not perfect. You can look at it as the fact that most families don't want, anybody over 25 to be an entrepreneur because it's too risky. You have to take care of your family, these types of things, right? Or you can look at that as something that's an opportunity, meaning the fact that some of these hardships are what keep certain people out of here, out of this country, out of this city. Meaning, folks who just want to come here to make money for money's sake, to make rich people richer, aren't just going to show up in Ghana tomorrow. They can't, because there's a solidified culture. There's values that matter here to Ghanaians, right? One of the most amazing things to me about Ghanaians is the fact that it's one of the most networked cultures I've ever seen in my life. It's very rare that you can walk into a bar and meet 20 Ghanaians randomly and for them not to all know each other, right? I mean, every Ghanaian knows each other. And that is something that is so undervalued here. And when you flip the script and understand the fact that everybody knows everybody, and if you're doing the right things at the right time for the right story, right, because you believe in a better Ghana, a better Accra, a better continent, the amount of folks that will help you in this country and in this region is unbridled. Trust is the thing, the glue that makes a community work, right? We think about businesses or cities or countries as these things that matter, but they're abstract. All they are is based on people. And at the root of people is trust. And so I know it's weird to say that it sounds like unstable times create incredible opportunities, but on this continent, it's friction and those challenges that actually create better culture, better businesses, better cities, and better countries over the long term. And what I see, to be honest with you, is a lack of a clear and compelling vision for entrepreneurs to create what they're passionate about. Meaning, we all need a rallying cry, right? If all of a sudden in the region we talked about, let's create 100 million jobs over the course of the next 30 years, that would create, 100 billion in new market value in these 5 industries, that would already be a clear principled plan that would be ready for the inflection point of the emerging youth we have in this region. Everybody can get behind, we need 100 million new jobs over the course of the next 20 to 30 years in these 5 industries. Everybody can get behind that. How you then implement that compelling vision on the in the public sector through presidents, prime ministers, regional economic development ministers, mayors, and then on the private sector, how you're educating entrepreneurs, when you're building co-working spaces, who you're bringing in for investors and mentors. All of those things have a very principled structure and way in which they need to be outlaid and unbounded and unwound in a very clear strategy. And that's why I'm here, because that's what I help to both bridge the gap between the private sector and the public sector, because they each right now are divergent. Each understands their own little fiefdom, and instead of standing up and coming together, they're more separate than ever, when in reality, that's what ECOWAS and a lot of these organizations are trying to do. And I'm trying to play a compelling part in making sure that bridge happens so that we can have the most compelling opportunity here on the continent in West Africa instead of Southern Africa or East Africa.